Hey guys, I'm a certified Suzuki violin teacher, and in today's video, we're going to be discussing how early you should start your child in music lessons. Now, keep in mind there are no hard and fast rules to this. This is just my recommendation based on my own experience in my studio. The other thing you should know is that the Suzuki Method generally starts kids around age 3, but I'm going to recommend kids start around 4 or 5, and we're going to get into that in a little bit. If your child is 3 or younger, be sure you're subscribed to this channel because I'm going to be making some mini lessons, especially for kids that are 18 months up to 3 years. So be on the lookout for those. Okay, let's get into it. 4 and 5-year-olds are usually better prepared to start music lessons, and let me tell you why. First is that they have a greater ability to focus. Most music lessons will start at 30 minutes long, and the 3-year-olds and younger just have a hard time focusing for that long. So 4 and 5-year-olds generally have a greater tendency. If your child is around 4 or 5 and you're trying to decide if you should start them, if they're able to focus on something for a while, that's usually a good indicator that they could take a 30-minute lesson. Second thing you need to consider is your child's coordination. So usually by the time they hit 4 or 5, they're a little more coordinated with their writing and their fine motor skills. And that's really important as they start music lessons. Just being able to place their finger on the string and really hold the bow in the correct way. All those things take quite a bit of coordination, and the kids usually have that more developed as they hit 4 or 5. One other thing to consider is your child's motivation. If your child is a little older, they've probably had more exposure to a particular instrument on TV, or maybe a relative who plays an instrument, and so they might be a little more internally motivated to start playing that instrument as opposed to a 2 or 3-year-old who may just be going to lessons to appease their parent. So keep that in mind. It's a little easier to teach and keep practicing up and all those things if the child is motivated to do it themselves. So to summarize, if you have a 4 or 5-year-old that can focus for a pretty good chunk of time, and they seem to have pretty good coordination and they want to start their instrument, I think you should totally get them started in lessons and they will love it. If your child is older than 4 or 5, they can definitely still start and be successful. It's all about how much they're willing to practice and the effort they're willing to put into it. So you can be successful in an instrument no matter what age you start. Even if you're in your 30s and you want to start an instrument, it's just all about time and effort. So all is not lost if you didn't start at age 4 or 5. Or if you don't start your child at 4 or 5, it's okay. Like I said earlier, if your child is younger than 4, be sure to check out my videos that I'll be posting soon that are geared especially to the younger ones. If you have any further questions, be sure to leave a comment down below, and like and subscribe if you feel like this video was helpful, and I will see you in the next video.